Hey guys, trying to be a little quiet. Hopefully you can hear me. I also just don't have a voice. That noise you hear is an inflating hospital bed. And if you'll notice, I'm not at my house or familiar surroundings. Um, as there's been radio silence or YouTube silence, as it were, because I've been sick. Been pretty much all of January I was sick, and now all of February. We have ideas, and it's been several different things going on at the same time. Like, started off January with COVID, super fun. That got better actually pretty quickly. It wasn't that bad with COVID, wasn't that bad. But then I believe I'm having some after effects, long term after effects, but we don't know. And basically, that just means for me, I definitely had some long COVID. I still, even though I was testing negative, I was still having COVID effects, like the cough. Not as bad, but very easily winded, not breathing very well, that kind of thing. Well, after. And then the last week, yes, so of January. No, it's been a week and a half before February. I got mystery blisters on the downstairs area. Not fun. It's not herpes. Nothing. It's nothing STD wise or anything like that. So that's why we're like, we don't know. And that's one thing I told the doctors for a fact. I'm just like, me and Zach have been together for nearly 4 years. There has been nobody else. I can surely, in good faith and honesty, say that. People are always like, well, you never know. In this case, I do. I 100% know. So it's not that, but I do know that they're awful. They're healing up. That part's healing up. I've been on antibiotics, but because of that caused a UTI because it hurt too much to urinate and stuff like that. And now I'm having digestion issues, which is it from this because they're also on the bottom part and hemorrhoids, so that's super fun. Guys, don't get older. It sucks. But so bathroom was just don't do it if you can't avoid it, kind of thing. And I went to the ER twice. So once last week for the blisters, and then it just randomly stops. It means that a nurse or somebody's coming in. Sorry, my mouth is really dry. So I am in the hospital for that. So Sunday night after the football games, it really did seem like, I know I said games, but it really did seem like two different games. We'll talk about that in a second. But about 3:30 in the morning, I was in so much pain in my abdomen that I was like, I gotta go. Nothing's working. Laxatives weren't working. Pain pills weren't working. Nothing. So I'm like, I gotta go to the ER. I've gotta figure this out. And that's how I am here now on Tuesday, admitted at the hospital for not being able to use the restroom, really. I'm overstuffed. That's what we think it is. And I know I kind of mentioned I had some mystery tummy illnesses that started in August. We are thinking it's part of that. And this just kind of exacerbated it. So basically I had like 2-3 things coming on. Sorry, this commercial, it's on, okay. It's a Mattress Firm commercial, but it was on Cartoon Network, and I was like, this doesn't seem appropriate. It's not, it's a sick commercial. Mattress Firm commercial. Instacart commercial, okay. That doesn't seem appropriate, but okay. So yeah. Anyways, so the mystery trouble we think is something like Emory, because I finally got to gastro at Emory after 6 months. She believes it is, and she was the first doctor outside of my primary that actually listened to me, and that was just like, thank God. I cried afterwards. It was like relief, because we started a treatment plan, and have ideas going forward and stuff like that, and I was like, thank God. But she calls it, I believe she said it was overflow. It was either overflow constipation, yeah, or diarrhea or something. Basically, you're so backed up, so constipated that there's no room for anything else to go, so it just comes out. And before it is the coming out, it causes really bad pain and nausea. Like, I threw up yesterday. I don't throw up. I hate throwing up. It's literally the worst thing ever. Zach was like, you said you were going to throw up, and then you did. I'm like, yep, sure did. And then also, Zach last week, I feel so bad. So I have these blisters going on, and it just hurts to do anything, and not eating a whole lot because of the constipation stuff. And then just like, getting up and moving really sucked as well. And you don't want anything that's going to really upset your stomach. And on top of that, poor thing, he had the flu. So he's trying to take care of me and himself. And I feel really bad because normally I'm the one who takes care of him when he's sick because I'm used to being sick. It's what I do. I'll put a trigger warning. I have so many IVs. Fun times, new accessories. This false accessories. So yeah, it just sucks. And I'm supposed to go back to work next week. I've been out for 6 months. And now I'm just like, does it continue? And that brings in a whole bunch of other questions. So yeah, but that's why there's been radio silence. I've been sick. Gang. So, but one thing, I've been to this ER a few times, but I haven't been admitted. This is the first time I'm admitted here. And then, but so many people just passed through the door. I'm kind of at the corner, I think. Okay, we're good. But I wanted to do a mukbang because the food here is actually surprisingly good for hospital food. I was like, what? I had their grits the other day. I was like, wait, these are really good grits. What? Last night, and I felt bad because I haven't really been able to eat majority of like just really small bites of their food, but it's been surprising. Like last night was a pulled pork sandwich and a sweet potato, a big sweet potato. Like, and the sweet potato, even though it wasn't cut open, was like actually sweet and stuff. Like, what? Or I have the TV on too, which doesn't help, but wild, so wild. So I figured I'd do that, let you know what's going on. I have ice cream. I need to eat ice cream. I think it's ice cream, fat-free ice cream. I need to eat it before I'm out. But yeah, I just wanted to fill you in. So I think, because I did a lot of Googling, not some Googling, because you know, you get blisters on your downstairs, you're just like, what? Especially when you've been with the same person for almost 4 years and you weren't with anybody in a year before them. You're just like, excuse me, what? And I know things can lay dormant, and I did have to go to a dermatologist, and she's like, it might be the cold sore version of herpes, and those can lay dormant for years. And I'm just like, what? Because I had gotten one. I don't remember. We went to a friend's wedding. If you watched the new facial video, I had one on my lip. Same exact thing. But these were like 10 times worse because they're 100 times worse because of the location. I think this is meatloaf, so we'll come back to the blisters in a minute. And this is FYI, this is not for strong stomachs. If you can't handle gross body things and food together, then I would not recommend. Or just, I would not recommend if you're, I should have said this first, but gross body things. I think it's meatloaf, I think, with gravy. I'm so pleasantly surprised. Like, it doesn't really need anything. Meatloaf, it's not dry. I'm so blown away. So blown away. Wow. Wow. That's so surprising. I can't. I can't get over it, guys. I know I have like no emotion, but I'm exhausted. But yeah, 3:30 in the morning. I have this shooting. So Saturday night as well, I have this horrible pain all down my shoulder, and I can't sleep. At first, I just thought I laid on it wrong or weird, and then I feel like it kind of moving down. I'm like, oh, that's trapped gas. So I feel that, and then take a ton of laxatives, and finally get to the point where I'm just in the bathroom. And then it finally stops. I'm like, okay, good. I'm good now, finally. And then it was a little bit after the Super Bowl, like 11:30ish, I get extreme pain in the same spot again. And by 3:30, it is literally the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. And I've had so many surgeries, so many, like, not like bad, knock on wood, injuries, but like, you know, you fall off your bike as a kid a few times. It hurts, but nothing compared. This was god awful pain. Like, it hurt to sit down, lay down, stand. I couldn't do anything. Like, I'm forcing myself to eat because I need to eat, but I can't really keep anything down. Just awful all the way around. And it's not a good time. And so I came to the ER because I was just like, you know, some pain meds to make it not hurt, and then some laxatives, and it should be good to go. Pain meds didn't touch it for hours. Morphine didn't touch it. That's how bad it was. I had to use, what are the next stage up with that? It starts with a D. So originally, I don't know if this is still the process, because I still have the UTI. They wanted to get me up to Emory, which I don't blame them. And then, sorry, there's a hair. I'm also not been on my Adderall for a few days, so it's a little more disjointed than normal. They could give it to me, but I was like, don't worry about it right now. I don't need to be awake. Last thing I want to do was be awake. But it took until, and knock on wood, stays like this, today. So I came in Sunday, and then today is the first time that the pain has not come back right after the meds have worn off. And I actually got to sleep. Most of the time it'll work for an hour or two, and then I'll wake back up and just be in hella pain. So super fun, my dudes. But yeah, I'm like in here crying. I have a high pain tolerance, so when something is a 10 for me, it's bad. It's really bad. I don't even know how to begin to describe it. Yeah, I don't know how to describe it because it's just so awful. These mashed potatoes slap. I'm not gonna lie. Very excited about these mashed potatoes. But yeah, so that's why there's been radio silence, because I don't, if any of you guys use the Facebook and whatnot, well, yeah, because there might be a YouTube, I think I used a YouTube one too, but there's like the Meta scheduler, and I think there's a YouTube scheduler where you can schedule out all your content for however long, and through March, I had everything from January 1st through, I want to say March 31st, all scheduled out and ready to go. I had so many craft videos. I was going to do some cosplay stuff for you guys. I was going to stream some guys. The streaming is on the fence. I got to figure out how to do it on my laptop because my gaming computer crapped out on me right before Christmas. So I was going to try to figure that out and figure it out with a Switch. But that was the plan. 2 to 3 videos a week on that. And then also I have another channel that I haven't said anything about because there's nothing up there yet, but it's for my business, and it's going to be wholesome recipes, a more professional, gentler side of me. Maybe not so much gentle, but more professional. And then, yeah, side of me, and make lattes and baked goods, and just a nice wholesome channel. Because I mean, you can get these recipes anywhere. Well, some I came up with myself and just tweaked. But you know, you have your favorite person. Like, you type in, like, example, Beef Wellington, you're gonna get obviously Gordon Ramsay, you're gonna get Sorted Food, you'll probably get Mythical Kitchen, and I like all three of them, but I'm probably gonna watch the Mythical Kitchen one because that's just the personalities that hold my attention the longest. So like, you have your favorite one to choose from, or somebody else entirely. Like, if I want nerdy cookies, I'm gonna go to Nerdy Nummies and stuff like that. But yeah, so that was my plan. I was going to do all of that, have all these great cute videos, really work hard on them, especially, and get a lot loaded up before I went back to work, to make life easier that way. But no, body and life were like, no bitch, no. You get to lay on the couch for all day every day and feel guilty about existence and stressed about money. Life can suck sometimes. Like, I was literally in the bathroom screaming in pain, being like, why me? Why me? Jesus. This cartoon, I have no idea what cartoon it is. I had to put on Cartoon Network because it has the least, like, angry stuff on it. Especially with, like, the election coming up and stuff. You just have, like, kids stuff. Like toys, stuff like that, things for kids. But they showed, like, the dad